Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh my God. Stress is not good for anybody. Good morning, everybody. I am here on this rainy, cloudy day. It's cold. And, I'm just thinking about going home and relaxing, cleaning up a lot and relaxing. Preparing my daughter to travel. Thinking of everything that she needs. And, wow. This is crazy. Anywho, I'm just here in the wake of, wow, we're going to have a new president very soon. And I'm just here looking at all of these lunatics. Like, they call us weird, but these are people that wake up and turn on their daily programming. These people get into their minds and have them thinking that this man is all of these crazy things. Meanwhile, they possess all of the things they're accusing him of. They possess those qualities. So it's like they're projecting on him, right? No man, he's like, for me, I see Trump as a person that lived his life out loud. You see it. You see the mistakes. You see all of the, so you know who you get in. They take sections of videos and cut out what they want, and then they just keep spinning it because they know people aren't going to go look. Many people aren't going to go look. I woke up and I said, let me go look and see all the racist things he said. Let me go look and see all the sexist things he's done. Let me go see what he's being charged with. Okay. These people are just liars. They're just fabricators. They're just manipulators, Today is Thursday. I have to stop by that place. Friday. Sure, it's Friday. Alright, so anyway. Yeah, I'm just feeling good. Feeling happy. Hoping to meet Trump one day. Like, I doubt. I was thinking that they have tours. You have to schedule tours by the White House. You have to schedule tours. So I was thinking that you get to meet the president. But it's not a guarantee. You get to tour the White House, yay, but you don't meet him. And I'm like, what have I done in life to warrant meeting the president? So I'm like, there's people that are artists. Aren't artists so much. Okay. There are people that are, they play instruments, or they've invented something. Or I haven't invented anything. I'm a caregiver, but I haven't invented anything. And I don't play any instruments yet. I dabbled with the violin and with the I don't play sports. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna meet him. Me and my daughter, we're gonna meet him. Yes. Sure if these headphones, I got these headphones from TikTok shop, and oh no, wait, was it TikTok? I think it was Instagram. It was advertising on. So they're supposed to be translators. So you gotta have room. Now this is a thing. You know they got technology to do all kinds of foolishness. Put babies in this and change men to this, and but they can't give you a phone that has space on it, that doesn't have apps, a whole bunch of useless apps, you know. So you have, I run out of space often. So anyway, you have to download the app in order to get the translator. But these things are so freaking cheap. If if I touch something, it turns off, it turns on, it changes language. And it's not even to say that it's translating in my ear. It's just telling me the language that it's speaking in now. Because the translator hasn't been downloaded, I have no space on my phone. So the translator hasn't been working, but it's telling you that it's talking in a language, and then it makes its way back because you touched it so many times, or it's touched something so many times. It's been changing between the languages, and basically, basically it's changing between the languages. You don't know which language it's in because there's no translator downloaded. I guess I paid $40 for these things. I think they're cheaper now, and they should be cheaper because they should be in the garbage. These are my backup thing. I can't use, like when I can't find my other headphones, these are just in my bag. And yeah, the funny thing is I can find the headphones now, but not the case. Oh. How do I lose a whole case? It's not in the car. Anywho, I'm looking at how things are going right now in my life. I have a cheating husband with a baby. I have a beautiful little girl with that cheating husband, that he's not here. He's in Jamaica and he wants to see her. This is a man that he has one child with him because the mom, I guess, gave up the rights to him. And this child, if I hadn't said anything, I don't think he would have had the child with him. He literally had her probably a total, when I first met him, let's say the first 3 years of meeting him, he probably had her a total of 3 weeks. Then I said something, and then he had her maybe a couple of months. But since I've known him, and this is since probably 2013, wait, maybe we met in 2014. So she's going to school in about, this is the 4th place, and this is the place she should have been the whole time with him. Her grades were horrific. Whoever is available to take her, the mom's mother or grandmother, his mom, the mom's sister in Kingston, and him in Ocho Rios, some lady that has 4 kids already. He would leave his older daughter with that lady for some time. You don't know who these people have around them. You cannot have, my baby is 4. You cannot have kids just around random strangers. You don't know that woman's husband. Listen, I guess he needed time to go cheat, so he would leave her with this woman for God knows how long. Anyway, but at least it was in the same area. I don't know if the kid, where the school, yo, that's so careless. But he would have a taxi come pick her up, so I guess that alleviates the woman from having to go drop his kid to school. God, be careful when you have children, it's for real. I had this man built up in my head as this wonderful man. talented builder. May not be very book smart. He has some sense. I won't say a lot of common sense. It's not go there. Yeah. If I would have got him up here, let's just say I don't bring him up, but let's just say I got him up here. He would have been up here doing that. Now, okay, granted, I'm giving part of this story. So, as I realize I'm not speaking to anyone, so I'm just venting right now. Alright, so I got pregnant in 2019. Okay? End of 2019, you know what was coming up? COVID, right? But I started to have difficulties with the pregnancy around then. Like, a lot of fluid around the baby and all this stuff. Anywho, I ended up in the hospital in January, right? January, I had the baby in the beginning of February. COVID is now in full bloom. And, well, no, not quite. It's going on. You're hearing whispers, but it was really going in one ear and out the other. So I went ahead and had the baby. The baby stayed in the hospital a month. March 17th, all hell broke loose. I got the baby out probably the 12th. You know, when I was pregnant, I couldn't travel because I was starting to have problems. COVID hit, I'm not traveling because they're saying this thing, you even look at the person, you will drop dead. And I'm like, no, not with my baby, no. Then, that prolonged for some time. Oh, you got to be vaccinated in order to do this and that and the other. It wasn't so much with the travel. It wasn't so much with the travel yet, because I think you could still go to Jamaica, but then it started to be kind of hard, and I still was like, nah, I'm not dealing with all of this. Within this time frame, now mind you, it did 4 years elapsed. 4 years. 4. So I get it. Me and him came together last year. This is 2023. So this is from 2019. I didn't see him. Oof. And it's so funny because I booked the flights, not paying attention to the dates, but the date I left Jamaica is the date I traveled out to go see him again. You know, anyway, so it was exactly 4 years or something like that. So I get it. So I'm talking to him. This is like relatively early in the trip. Like, hello, I know it's been 4 years. Is there somebody? Is there anyone? Let me know. Oh, all I do now, mind you, I know he's thinking about preserving. He don't know what my reactions would be, so he's preserving his answers. He's because he wants to get to America. He tells me he doesn't want to get to America. We got into a phone and he erased what he had to erase, and then when I got it, he didn't give it to me. When I got it, he had already erased whatever he had to erase, but the girl let me see the messages that he was sending. In any case, so I'm just telling you about when we saw each other for the first time after 4 years. I'm asking him, please just tell me. You know, this is when I'm prepared. I know something had to have gone on. You're a man in 4 years, and you know, y'all men can't hold yourselves unless y'all in jail, so-called, or in army or traveled or whatever, you know? Like, you're amongst other men, what are you gonna do? Whatever. It's gotta be women something, right? Anyway. So, like, oh, all I do is work and come home. I got a daughter to take care of. I'm grown man and did it. Made such a big deal of it. I know something, but you know, I'm like, whatever. So sitting home, playing with my baby, when my phone rings, it's my cousin. Hi, cousin. This person is your husband, right? Yes. Well, this girl reached out to me and gave me this whole thing. So basically, she told me everything the girl told me. I reached out to the girl. Hello, you been looking for me? Yes. This is what she tells me. The same thing she told her cousin. But now she's sending me pictures and everything. This thing is real. Right? So I was thinking, what am I gonna do? I prayed to God while we were together. I was like, you know, reveal whatever it is. But what I forgot, you gotta be specific when you pray. What I forgot to pray for was what to do. I had to make clear what I would do if I found out it was true. I was prepared when I asked him, ready me for these things. I'm asking you a question. Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions for the answers you didn't want. You know, the answers you want. Don't ask questions. Like, but I asked. Okay. Now, mind you, there was no baby at the time, but him and my mother was arguing and stuff, and when it came the day for him to leave, it's like he couldn't wait to get out, and that was in my head. But now I'm playing it back, and I'm like, yo, he couldn't wait to get back to her. Because she's like, you know, women would say anything, but I believe it. He couldn't wait to get in the past because my whole body knew that something was wrong. I'm asking you, like, listen, is there something that I bled? Now, mind you, I had fibroids before, and I had these symptoms before, but I have not had, since I did my surgery, and since after this trip, I have not had these symptoms. I was bleeding for a whole month straight. My body and everything was telling me, like, I said, okay, I know it's got to be something, but let me ask him. But I don't know if it's because of that my whole thing was off. But for a whole month, I could not, like, yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, we'll do whatever, little hits there and there, but nothing like if my period wasn't there. Like, when I made the trip, I knew, okay, my period would be ending this date, and it would be beginning this date. Not beginning, it would be beginning this date and ending this date, and I purposely made the trip around that. OMG. So it's probably best, because I probably would have ended up praying again. But anyway, this woman said he got off the plane, couldn't even wait to get in her pants with her period. So not only are you with this woman, but you're sleeping unprotected, right? Got her pregnant now, then want to deny the baby, tell her have abortion, and all kind of thing, and she's like, no, she's not having an abortion. Then she got close enough to him to get my information. I knew nothing about her. So he totally let me get caught with my pants down, where I couldn't even say, oh, I knew about you, and yeah, whatever. It's just like, I was unprotected in many ways. You're a man and you can't help yourself, but, you know, protecting your family should be number one. So I was there. At first I was like, okay. Because I felt so rushed, you know, because he's still on them papers. I felt so rushed. Like, I gotta make a decision. Is it your call? Is it your call? I'm thinking about my baby. I waited this long to get married. This long to have a child. Because, you know, I wanted to have a whole family unit together for my baby. I wanted her to have a different life. But I know it was 4 years. He was not honest with me at no no time was he ever going to be honest. I feel like he said he was going to tell me, but after he's here, of course, you know. So, I mean, because it's still jumbled up in my head, that's why I'm not being, usually I'd be so detailed with my stories, but the details basically are that. Like, I now know that this man cares. Of course, he tries to pretend like he doesn't care. Oh, nobody, we're not frightened for Jamaica, we're not, for New York, America. We're not frightened, we're not frightened, we're not frightened. But it won't get here. You act like, yeah, just because. He's like, oh, not everybody loves America. Oh, I want to get there because it's my family that's there. Oh, so you can't ask your family to move down to Jamaica since it's like you have no worries down there. You say you have no worries in Jamaica. So you know there's worries here. So why would you want to keep your family in that if you care so much about your family? My daughter. Not even a t-shirt he brought for the baby. Now he wants my child to stay down there. Oh yeah, your mom going away. And what you gonna do with the baby? Oh my God. Should I leave her with you so that he's not a man? Listen, there's so many red flags, but he has a lot of good points, but the bad points are pretty bad. He's not a man that could make up his mind. To me, that's a turn on. Like, okay, I used to tell him, because I thought he was so cute and so on point with everything else. I was like, you know, just tell me when you make up your mind. Don't tell me the process. Because, you know, I'm sure men go back and forth in their mind, you know, with different decisions they're making. But for me, the back and forth with him was a little bit like, this is borderline feminine here. Like, I know I've changed my mind like that. Everybody's entitled to change their mind, but it's like, is it going with your emotions that you're doing? Like, do men make decisions on emotions? You keep calling yourself a man. That's another thing. A lion doesn't have to walk in anywhere and say, I'm a lion. There, that's a lion right there. You are not a man. You pretend to be a man. I let him know the other day, you act your age, not your shoe size. You keep saying you're a man, you're a man, you're a man. And your actions are showing something different. Very, I can say it to him like this, but very feminine. Okay? He grew up, he claims, with male role models. If this is what they do, them too, they didn't have very good role models. Now, mind you, I didn't grow up with my dad. I grew up with very strong men. My uncle, my aunt's husband, very strong man. You know what a man is supposed to, you know, embody into his actions. The way he, you know, makes decisions, the way, like, so much respect. And never once have I heard him say, I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a man. Because, you know, my aunt respects him. He respects my aunt. They gel so well. They've never had 4-year spans together without each other, you know. The 4-year thing, I know, is a big deal. And it's a lot of it because I didn't want to travel without during that COVID time. Anywho. That's what I'm going for right now. Part of it, and it's these bills. God. I'm here thinking about one of the bills, like the panels. I gotta fill out to get some grants and stuff. Flat tire. But I gotta pay the full amount until those grants come through. I had a whole year to do it. I did not know I gotta pay the consequences. I gotta pay. You're like, yeah. So, why, okay, is it like in segments? Is it in segments? Interesting. He's not the person to put up with what I'm putting him through right now. When he's putting up with it because he wanted those papers. So yeah, now you're gonna know why you're making decisions to me with about the baby. I told him to move with the baby. I'm gonna be exactly what you claim I am. I don't discuss the baby with you. Okay, no, we'll go through that discussion. I don't get credit for that. Since it's a credit system that you're working on, I don't get credit for giving every detail of what's going on with the child. So now I'll be that. Just like how you got a new man, this and that. Got a new man. You got a new girl. And she called me. What made her be the one that you leave papers? Trump is getting people like him. Yeah. Trump is getting people like him. Freaking. This lady gotta have money. Mercedes Benz. Don't look at this rainbow crap. I don't know what it came off of. Some package. Well, whatever. It's a green, like a hunter green Mercedes Benz. Trying to do this intermittent fasting. My period came and got derailed. I was like, oh, I can do this. And I had an old that derailed me. Oh, she's a doctor. Okay. You see it now. I will show her plates. Hunter Green Mercedes Benz G 550.